Imagine you're an aviator spy for the Allied forces, and along the road near the border you see the longest line of military forces ready to obliterate your country. On top of that, your general doesn't believe you because the scenario is too preposterous and mortifying if it was real. Hello there, welcome to Eventful Insights. What I described to you a while ago was the terrifying Ardennes traffic jam that completely terrorized the French forces during the Second World War. Hang on tight, because this military tale is one of the most intense stories from World War II. But before we head on to it, what do you think would have happened if the French successfully stopped the German forces in World War II? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, onto this amusing piece of history. It all started with the invasion of Poland. The invasion of Poland on September 1st, 1939, prompted Britain and France to fulfill their pledges to defend Polish sovereignty. On September 3rd, 1939, both countries declared war on Germany, officially marking the beginning of World War II in Europe. In response to the declaration of war, British Expeditionary Force, or the BEF troops, were swiftly mobilized and dispatched to France to bolster the French defenses against the advancing German forces. This rapid escalation of hostilities set the stage for a protracted and devastating conflict that would engulf the continent for years to come. As tensions escalated in Europe, Hitler found himself facing a formidable challenge: the combined might of the British and French armies. His forces were still reeling from the recent invasion of Poland, with many armoured vehicles in dire need of repair. The odds seemed stacked against Germany, especially considering France boasted one of the most revered and well-equipped armies of the time. Adding to the challenge, only a small fraction of the German army was motorized, limiting their mobility and strategic options. Despite this initial advantage, the Allies surprisingly chose a defensive stance, opting to rely on the formidable Maginot Line along the France-German border. Even within the German leadership, there were doubts about the wisdom of attacking France. Hermann Göring, among others, advised against it. However, Hitler remained adamant, though many of his generals were hesitant to push forward. It wasn't until Erich von Manstein proposed a bold strategy that the tide began to turn. His plan, later dubbed the Blitzkrieg tactic, aimed to swiftly disorganize French defenses through rapid, decisive attacks. Initially met with skepticism, Manstein's plan was shelved temporarily. During this lull in action, known as the Phony War, Hitler seized the opportunity to secure vital resources such as iron ore to bolster Germany's war machine. Eventually, however, Manstein's proposal would resurface, becoming a pivotal strategy that would reshape the course of the conflict. On April 9, 1940, German forces executed a daring invasion, targeting both Denmark and southern Norway. In response, the British swiftly deployed troops to Norway, aiming to counter the German advance. Germany, leveraging its formidable Luftwaffe, deployed Stuka dive bombers to subdue Allied forces, intensifying the conflict. Despite Allied efforts, the German forces ultimately prevailed, prompting the withdrawal of Allied troops from Norway. This retreat allowed Germany to secure vital resources, including iron ore, crucial for their war effort. Meanwhile, Manstein persisted in advocating his strategic plan to Hitler, recognizing its potential to shift the course of the war. As political upheaval unfolded in Britain, with Neville Chamberlain's resignation and Winston Churchill's ascension to power, a new, resolute stance against Germany emerged. With Churchill at the helm, Germany wasted no time, launching a multi-pronged attack on Belgium and Holland on May 10th. Hitler's ultimate aim was to seize control of key channel ports and bases, laying the groundwork for a potential invasion of Great Britain. In response to the German offensive, the Allies mobilized their best forces, concentrating efforts in Belgium to confront the advancing German army. However, crucial intelligence from reconnaissance planes indicated a significant military buildup along the Ardennes, stretching back to the German border, signaling a potential tactical advantage for the Germans. things would start to go downhill for the Allies from here on out. Before we delve into this catastrophe, why do you think the French generals did not believe the reconnaissance planes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to know more unbelievable stories from the World Wars, head on to our channel to see what we have in store for you. Now going back, as the invasion unfolded, French military leadership displayed a troubling lack of foresight, dismissing crucial intelligence gathered by spy planes. This failure to heed warnings allowed Manstein's strategic plan to gain traction. The German forces, utilizing their inferiority in number, capitalized on their agility and swiftness, thundering through the River Meuse on the French border with remarkable speed. Meanwhile, the seemingly diversionary attacks in Belgium and Holland successfully drew the attention of the Allies, diverting their focus from the decisive thrust through the Ardennes. Recognizing the limitations of their military forces, the Germans relied on their mastery of modern technologies and innovative tactics to promise a swift victory. Had the French taken the intelligence seriously and acted decisively, the outcome of the war might have been vastly different. As German forces charged towards Sedan, they encountered little opposition, overwhelming the town with a formidable force of soldiers, vehicles and tanks. Employing the Bewegungskrieg tactic, they encircled the enemy with relentless force, catching them off guard and preventing any meaningful resistance. Despite French attempts to employ strategies from World War I, they found themselves ill-prepared to confront the dynamic tactics of the German army. The rapid advance of the Germans not only inflicted limited casualties, but also dealt a devastating blow to French morale, exacerbating the psychological toll of the conflict. The French, underestimating the speed and efficiency of the German advance, were taken aback by the swiftness with which the enemy reached Sedan. What was anticipated to be a 2-week endeavor materialized into a mere 3-day conquest, highlighting the sheer effectiveness of German strategy and execution. If the French generals had heeded the intelligence gathered by reconnaissance planes, they would have been better prepared to counter the German advance. Taking the warning seriously would have likely prompted them to bolster defenses along the Ardennes region, potentially thwarting or at least delaying the German offensive. By acknowledging the significance of the reconnaissance information, the French could have adjusted their strategy to allocate more resources and troops to the Ardennes, thereby preventing the rapid German breakthrough. This could have led to a significant disruption to the German plans, potentially altering the course of the Battle of France. Had the French been able to effectively stall the German advance in the Ardennes, it might have bought them crucial time to reinforce their positions and mount a more cohesive defense. This delay could have allowed the Allies to regroup and potentially launch counterattacks against the German forces, weakening their momentum and shifting the balance of power in favor of the Allies. The aftermath of the German assault on Sedan and the breach of French borders during World War II led to the Battle of France, spanning from May 10th to June 25th, 1940. Under the leadership of General Erich Hoepner, German forces swiftly conquered Belgium and the Netherlands, expelled the British Expeditionary Force from the continent, seized Paris, and compelled the surrender of the French government. This resulted in the establishment of the German Empire and the demise of the Second French Empire, marking a significant shift in Europe's power dynamics. Regarded as a pivotal moment in European history, the battle contributed to Germany's ascent as a major force and France's decline. Ultimately, the events of World War II show the critical importance of effective communication, sound decision-making, and never underestimating the capabilities of one's adversaries. The failure to heed intelligence gathered by reconnaissance planes during crucial junctures, such as the Battle of France, highlights the dire consequences of communication breakdowns and the underestimation of enemy capabilities. Had leaders prioritized clear communication and made informed decisions based on available intelligence, the course of history might have been altered. Thus, the lessons learned from World War II emphasize the paramount importance of communication, prudent decision-making, and a thorough understanding of the enemy's strength and tactics in ensuring the success and preservation of nations during times of conflict. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Which part drove you to the edge of your seat? Let me know in the comments section. To watch more videos like this, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and click the notification bell for updates. Thanks for watching.